TYT is cooked. We got to talk about TYT, I guess. I don't know what's going on entirely. I'm getting bits and pieces of the puzzle as the days go by. But something is desperately wrong with the Young Turks. The Young Turks network has been a juggernaut in the progressive media space since 2002. I started watching them. My first recollection of them was during Hurricane Katrina, for some reason. That comes to mind first, in 2005. So this is like, what, September-ish of 2005? That's when I started watching, and I was hooked from the beginning. I'm like, okay, these are my people. It's just like one of those moments where it's like, I just found my people. Cenk and Anna are my people. And I've been with the network ever since. But recently I've pulled funding. I've stopped watching. I'm seeing so many problematic things. So they call their studio now Poly Market Studios. If you listen to the Young Turks opening on every show, they say live from Poly Market Studios in LA, which is a new thing. And so I researched what Poly Market is, because I have no idea what that is. And so I Googled it. And it's a betting company funded by billionaire Peter Thiel, the far right-wing billionaire, the same guy. Okay. And I'm like, okay, they're getting so much money from Peter Thiel, they've literally renamed their studios after one of his projects. In the past year or two, we've noticed a lot of shifts in their narratives. We've noticed a lot of shifts against the left. We've noticed a lot of shifts in discourse against trans people. We've noticed all of these things that we're just like scratching our heads going, wait a minute. If you're a true progressive, you're not going to abandon trans people. You're not going to abandon the LGBTQ plus community. That's just not a thing we do, okay? You stand by your brothers and sisters and people in that community because you're a progressive human being. And they have just turned the narrative on these people. And then they're losing their contributors. If you just turn on YouTube and you go to your political channels, you're finding former TYT contributors showing up all over YouTube talking about how they left, why they left, how they have noticed the exact same things that we're all talking about. And so it's like, it's finally clicking. It's really taking me a lot because, like I said, I've been with TYT since 2005. Okay, that's a long time to dedicate yourself to someone's YouTube show. Okay, that's when YouTube came online. I think was 2005. The more I think of that. It's a long time, right? So it's just like, I have so much faith in these people. For me to break that faith, I'm really I can just tell I'm trying to hold on to it, but it's breaking off. And it can't be denied that something has happened. Something horrible is happening at TYT if you're a progressive person. They've always said we're the home of progressives. I don't get that vibe anymore, guys. That vibe is gone. Anna Kasparian especially attacks the left literally every day. She's attacking the left while catering to right-wingers, interviewing right-wingers, butting up to them on their podcasts. I'm just like, okay, this isn't the TYT I've known for over 20 years, right? This is like something new. Something new is emerging here, and I absolutely hate it, okay? Because I'm a hardcore progressive, okay? I am a hardcore Bernie-crat progressive. And one of the things I love about the Young Turks is they don't hold back against the Democratic Party, because we see how horrible the Democratic Party is. in certain areas, and we want to change it. We want to fix it. That's one of the main things I love about the Young Turks, because they're a force for change for the Democratic Party. But they're just all of a sudden just playing some weird centrist game now, though. Like, it doesn't make any sense except when you follow the money. And when the studio of the Young Turks is literally named Polymarket Studios, which is a funded right-wing billionaire project, everything's starting to make sense now. Because I just let it go for a while. I'm like, okay, that didn't sound right. I'm going to let that slide. Oh, Anna just said that. Okay, that didn't sit well. I'm going to let it go. But I'm not doing that anymore. I can't do that anymore. It's impossible to do that anymore, because what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing at TYT is not the TYT that we've been watching for over 20 years. Okay? So I've pulled my funding. I'm going to unsubscribe. I haven't unsubscribed yet. I'm going to. This is unacceptable. If you are a hardcore progressive, this is all unacceptable. Because no matter how much you buddy up to the right wing, I'm not opposed to talking to the right wing, but as much as you try to buddy up with them and try to partner with them, they're never going to accept you, okay? It's not going to happen. You can have constructive conversations with these people, but you just show up to their shows, like I see Cenk going on the PBD podcast, just blathering and offering fealty to their side and not really holding down the left's positioning. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not helping anymore. Like, you're officially not helping the progressive left anymore as an institution, as a progressive juggernaut in the media space online. So there's no choice for me but to abandon this operation. And I actually think there's going to be a big fallout with like John Idearola, with J.R. Jackson, and a lot of people who have been with TYT for well over a decade, who have helped build this channel. Like, those guys have some serious considerations. I think they'll be okay without TYT, but for them to stay there, I mean, I guess, we're going to find out who's in it for the money and who's in it for the messaging, right? Because Cenk and Anna have made it painfully clear they are in it for the money now. They are officially grifters, which is something I never thought would happen. That is something I never thought I would ever say about Cenk and Anna, that they're grifters. But I see them grifting now. I see them warming up to the right. I see them losing their left-wing positioning. And once again, none of this is acceptable. I will not accept any of this. So nobody should, and no one should. So if you're subscribed to them, if you have been letting it go, kind of like I have, and just hoping for the best in some like ridiculous mind space, forget it. These people, they've jumped the shark. They've turned. I mean, they're like zombies who just turned. I don't recognize these people anymore. I don't recognize their messaging. I don't recognize their political positioning. It's leaning towards the right. It's leaning towards centrism. They're abandoning us on the left for political considerations. It's unacceptable, right? It's just unacceptable for anybody who has real standards, who's not going to abandon vulnerable communities of people because it's politically expedient for some reason. That's not what people of integrity do. So they're really showing us their whole ass in this moment, and it's got to be up to us to react correctly, which is to move away from the TYT network. Never thought this would happen. Oh my God. It's just even weird going through this, like making this video. It's like, this is happening since 2005. I mean, they won me over so much more last year with their coverage of Gaza. Like, they were just absolutely giving it, dishing it out. against Netanyahu and his genocidal regime. It was spectacular. Like, they really won me over again and again and again with their coverage, in the rage they would show to what's going on over there, because most of us are upset about that. But whatever they're doing, whatever they've done, whatever side deals they got going, whatever projects, whatever dotted lines they have signed on with the right wing, it has destroyed their project. I don't recognize this project anymore, so, as a progressive project. So we just got to move from it. So let me know your thoughts about TYT. Leave a comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.